Now on to the questions.
Would you please introduce yourself, your name, age, and occupation?
Yes, my name is Lauren Elsesser, like I've said. I'm 19 years old, and my occupation is a student at Susquehanna University in Selinsgrove, Pennsylvania, and I am majoring in entrepreneurship. Now I must tell you a story. From a young age, I knew I had a problem. My favorite book was Who Stole the Cookies from the Cookie Jar? And cupcakes and other goodies. For Christmas, I didn't get normal ornaments. I got ones shaped like food. Even my healthcare was affected. Lip balm, cupcake version. Stuffed animals? Oh no. Stuffed cupcakes. Even my school supplies took a turn for the worst. Cupcake folders. I would have rendezvous in the scrapbook store, and I couldn't get out of the cupcake section, or the cake section, or the candy section. And last but not least, I knew my problem had grown into an obsession when even my earbuds became cupcakes. Next question?
How would you describe your personality? How would your friends and toughest critics describe you?
Well, I would have to say that my personality is very bubbly, and that my toughest critics would probably, which would be my taste testers, would probably describe me as loving and kind because they get to taste my treats, but also they know that they shouldn't get in the way of my treats, and they better as heck like them. So they describe me as a bit attitudinal, but only for the best.
What is your best and worst quality?
Well, my best quality would definitely be my drive. I love to succeed, and I love trying to succeed. Baking is my passion, and I'm going to do everything I can to get to the goal. And my worst quality, like I said before, my taste testers can definitely attest for that. I would have to say that my worst quality is being a princess, or my attitude. But although I'm a princess, I can be loving. Next question?
If you've watched any or all of the previous Cake Boss seasons, which cast members do you most relate to and why?
Well, I would have to say that I relate the most to Grace, and that is because she's loving and she's sweet, but she's not afraid to voice her opinion. But there's a problem with Grace and I. Grace doesn't know how to cook, which is unfortunate because I'd like to think of myself as an accomplished baker. So I would say I relate most to Buddy in the cake decorating scene, or at least I'd like to think so.
Could you tell us about your food industry cake decorating experience?
I would love to. I would have to say that my experience is not so much. I am very self-taught. I've never been to any kind of formal school or training for baking, but the obsession kind of developed because of my Mennonite babysitter, and she taught me that everything comes from scratch, everything comes from something, and I loved putting the things together and making something fabulous. So I learned from other people, and my shelf is just filled with cookbooks, and I've read and read and read, and also I have started a blog, and because of the blog I have just been able to experience so many things. I've been asked to teach cupcake classes at my high school, which was completely exciting. I have been able to have the opportunity to bake fabulous cakes for people, and I love what's happening to my life. This is the next step.
Is there any specific genre of food, desserts that you love to bake? Be very specific. And what type of baking do you hate?
Well, I would have to say, I'll start with the hating part first, because I am a health nut. So health nut and baking usually don't go hand in hand, but I eat vicariously through other people, which sounds like an absolutely horrible thing, but it's what I do. So I do not bake healthily, if that makes any sense. But my favorite thing to bake is definitely cupcakes. I love them. They have personality, they have flair, and I love decorating them. They're just fabulous. Next question.
Could you tell me about any of your interesting details, like wacky jobs, hobbies, interests, awards about yourself, or anything that makes you stand out?
Well, I would definitely say that the fact that I'm 19 years old, I commute from college so I can bake, definitely makes me stand out. I have a passion for this, and I love it. But also, I don't party, I bake. And I have a few interesting, wacky things about me. Number one, I have a small obsession with candy. And back in the day, a couple months ago, I decided that I needed to take that obsession to the next level. And I went to Chicago for the All Candy Expo. So I love using candy in my baking. And just to give you a little visual representation of what I love to do, this is my candy basket. Used in all sorts of confections and cupcakes and baking, it really provides a aura of imagination and creativity. So that's what I love to do. And as if my obsession with candy is not enough, I have taken my obsession to the next level with candy wrapper decorations. It's so exciting, fun-filled, and it makes your room look great. This is my balloon representation of a sunny day where only candy is available and nothing is gray. So this is also a hobby of mine. I would say that makes me stand out a little. Next question.
Complete the sentence. If I were an ingredient, I would be what?
Oh, I've been waiting to answer this question all day. If I were an ingredient, I would be a container of rainbow sprinkles. Why, you must ask? Well, let me tell you about sprinkles. Imagine yourself as a child eating a bowl of ice cream. Just vanilla, because that's all Mom gave you. What could make vanilla ice cream better? Only sprinkles. Sprinkles bring fun, sprinkles bring excitement, and that's what I want to be. I want to be sprinkles. Plus, there's a lot of them to go around, so I can bring a lot of people excitement. Now, I need to show you a little bit of this excitement. See? Different colors of sprinkles. There's balls. There's sugar. There are butterflies. I really like sprinkles. No! I love sprinkles! Next question.
Okay. Are you competitive in nature? If so, give examples.
Okay. Well, I will give many examples. Number one, my fundraising career. In high school, I was top fundraiser in my class, which I am thoroughly proud of. And this can be told by the countless cartons of cookie dough and coffee and all sorts of things. And I will continue this later.